and welcome back, all you wonderful weed heads, to another and brand new edition of Weed on Wrestling. I am, of course, Weed, aka Alan, your host that tries to stay stoned the most. I tried to do that all while holding it in, and it didn't quite work, so you know what it is here on Weed on Wrestling. It's Monday, April 24th, 2017, talking everything Raw. Monday Night Raw. It happened. It was an episode. So let's just jump right into it. And here's what we know before the show even kicks off. Excuse me. Alright, let's get down to it. Going into the show, this is what we know. It's the Go Home Raw before the next pay-per-view, which is Payback this Sunday. Braun Strowman is in a match versus Kalisto in a dumpster match, the first ever on Raw. I have it written in my notes here. Are we as fans actually supposed to think Kalisto stands a legit snowball's chance in Tahiti in this match? How is Kalisto supposed to even lift Braun Strowman into the dumpster in the first place? Logic, WWE, logic. A little bit of foreshadowing here. I'm an idiot. Alexa Bliss, #1 contender for Bayley's Raw Women's Championship. Will it be developed more, or are we just supposed to accept it for the hot potato title that it has became? Miz versus Ambrose, are we going to see more of the back to feuding over the Intercontinental Championship again? Hashtag same old shit. What's going on with the Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins feud? Hardys are tag team champs, with Sheamus and Cesaro getting a title shot this Sunday, again, at Payback. Where does Bray Wyatt fit into all of this on the Raw brand landscape? Cruiserweight action. Is it going to be the exact same match from 205 Live again this week? We know the Austin Aries-Neville feud for the Cruiserweight title is Sunday. Will the champion Brock Lesnar actually grace us with his presence this week? Those were all the questions that we had going into the show, so let's just jump right into the actual show. The actual show, it started off with more fucking replay footage. More stupid ass dumb shit, replay crap of Braun Strowman beating the shit out of Roman Reigns like we're supposed to feel sorry for Roman Reigns. And then it had more of that Big Show stuff with the ring basically exploding. And on Impact, that's what it opened with, was all the fucking footage that we were gonna see for the next 3 fucking hours. Anyway, it was in Kansas City, so it was a big pop for Chris Jericho as he opened the actual show, besides, that shitty commentary that's to be expected from Michael Cole and Booker T. At least we get Corey Graves. At least we get the savior that is Graves. So yeah, Y2J opened the show. It was the illustrious return of the highlight reel, and he's his own guest, so he's the guest of Jericho. Chat me up, man. Interruption from The Miz, but just like The Miz, he misses his cue. It was a nice little back and forth, a tit for tat, if you will, between Miz TV and the highlight reel. Miz TV taking it over. And right as The Miz was getting into his spiel about, welcome to enter Dean Ambrose. And yet another great change of scenery that we needed. It was good. It was fast-paced, and it was alright, because he changed it from, it changed from the highlight reel to Miz TV, and now it's changing from Miz TV to the Ambrose Asylum, and that was good. My dog's being an asshole in the background, but it was a good segment. Ambrose gives Jericho's a shitty Christmas light jacket and tells him to try it on, man. It was good. It was what it was. The Miz kind of got jealous at some point and that he wasn't getting the attention. And in return, he got a dirty deeds. And Maurice made the list. And yeah, Maurice made the list. That was good. It was a good opening segment. It was quality content. And the entertainment value was there. Holy shit, that crowd was fucking primed and raring to go too. That was good. It helped to pump the Jericho versus Owens feud, all the while adding to that Miz and Ambrose angle. It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. First match of the night, it was Sheamus versus Matt Hardy. You know, it was what it was. It was basically a prep match for their tag team match at Payback in 6 days. So, yeah. Solid ring work. Hard-hitting match. It was a bit clumsy every once in a while, but I don't know. It just it worked. It just worked. Great storytelling there at the end. Sheamus and Matt Hardy are fighting on the outside of the ring. Jeff goes to check on Matt. Sheamus kind of shoves Jeff. Jeff jumps up on the ring apron and distracts him when they get back in the ring. And then Matt catches Sheamus off guard. 1, 2, 3, it's over. Matt gets the win. Cesaro gets pissed. And for once, of the cooler heads that prevailed, it was Sheamus. Sheamus had the cooler head at the time. And, you know, it was, again, this week, it was kind of a mutual show of respect with the handshake in the ring. And then Sheamus kind of hinted at it later on in the night that, you know, it is called Payback for a reason. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens in 6 days. Cut to commercial, come back, purple rope and flippy shit time. And it was a tag team cruiserweight matchup with Neville and TJ Perkins taking on Gentleman Jack Gallagher and Austin Aries. I can't complain. It was quality. It was good. Austin Aries and Jack Gallagher just kind of started things off rather quickly by attacking the team of Perkins and Neville in the ring and throwing them kind of out of it. It was good while it lasted, because what do we get right as things started to pick up? Another fucking commercial break. Fucking hell, I hate live television programming. I hate it because I can't fast forward through all the bullshit. But, you know, it was what it was. It was a solid match. It was a solid match number 2 tonight, and it was even in a row. 2 matches in a row that were good. And this one right here, it was a good one. Those chops, though, Austin Aries chops, damn. The fast-paced move of TJ Perkins, the selling ability of Gentleman Jack Gallagher, Neville being the greatness that is Neville at the moment. It was a fun match to watch. I mean, we had Austin Aries and Jack Gallagher getting the pinfall, and, you know, it was short, but cruiserweight matches always are when they're on Raw. You turn into 205 Live for the real action. It's just a taste on Raw. And the key thing here is that Austin Aries pinned TJ Perkins and not Neville. So moving forward, it was a great piece of literary magic here. The storytelling off the charts. Because going into Payback, we have Neville's belt on the line. And it's on the line against Austin Aries. I'm excited. That one was good. I really liked it. It told some good storylines. And then right in the middle of the show, we get the match that I figured would have been the main event. But no. Oh, no. It's the dumpster match. Third ever all time. First ever on Raw. So the first ever dumpster match. Why? It was Braun Strowman versus Kalisto. And Braun dominated. He threw Kalisto like 7 feet in the air, halfway across the ring. Kalisto gave it the old Scouse Tribe. Jesus, is Braun just fucking dominant. Kalisto got lucky at the end. He kicked Braun Strowman's feet and kicked him into the dumpster. Kalisto picked up the win. You may have won the battle, but you lost the war, son. Because damn did he get the shit kicked out of him afterwards. He paid for it. Braun Strowman just beat the fuck out of Kalisto. He threw him in the trash dumpster. And he basically strapped him in and drove him up the ramp, taking his time to tie down the top. How thoughtful. Anyway, we knew what was coming. Braun Strowman shoves Kalisto and the dumpster with Kalisto in it over the little ramp thing, but it was like a foot drop off, so it was really anticlimactic. Still, it's the best work that Kalisto's done in years. Not the match, just the part where he wasn't seen on television, getting locked and thrown in the dumpster. It was good. Braun appears to be fucking primed, pumped, and ready for his match with Roman Reigns on Sunday at Payback. Damn. In Vince's mind, I assume the winner of that match of Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman gets Brock Lesnar at the next pay-per-view. That's just kind of what I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't want to assume too much. Because you know what happens when you assume shit. You end up wrong. Especially when it pertains to the WWE Universe. Anytime you think you know what's going on, you don't. So about the next half hour of the show, it was pretty confusing. Because we just kind of got a cluster of promos. Like just a cluster of shit that they just kind of threw together that looked like they needed like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to fill. Because we got another video package from Bray Wyatt aimed towards, Randy Orton. And what do you know, their match this Sunday is no longer a title match. Fuck off. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to seem that SmackDown can't lose their biggest fucking title of the show, but Bray's owed a fucking rematch. Bray's owed a fucking rematch moving forward. And then we get a lot of horrible, shitty-ass what happened to Braun Strowman throwing Roman Reigns in the fucking thing, and then flipping the ambulance and all that shit, all the shit that he done. It was just bad. There was a shitty-ass little squash match that was hard to watch. It was Dana Brooke beating Alicia Fox. I guess there was an Emma appearance on the side. That's all I'm really going to say about this shitfest of a non-storytelling match. The whole match could have been my botch of the night, but it's not. I mean, I can't botch something that I don't even want to watch. I knew it was going to suck going into it, so I wasn't even really paying attention. Why even have this shit? And then we get a six-man tag match. Again, with the confusion. There was just promos galore and just confusion, shitty matches. Just that center hour kind of threw me off guard for how bad it could go. It was Enzo and Cass and Seth Rollins versus Gallows and Anderson and Samoa Joe. I guess Butt Nugget is perfectly okay to air on the PG era Raw, because Enzo got called that on multiple occasions tonight. It was Enzo and Cass walking down to the ring. They get blindsided by their three opponents, Gallows and Anderson and Samoa Joe. Beat the shit out of Enzo and Cass. Enzo appears to be injured, so their new tag team partner at the last minute, enter Finn Balor. Oh my god, my brain hurts. Why? Why does Finn Balor have invested interest in this? Balor's taken on his former brothers and Bullet Club members. It doesn't make any fucking logical standpoint sense. I don't get it. But the match, for what it was, I mean, it was fast-paced, hard-hitting, quality. Again, with the quality match tonight. But it's to be expected. Be expected to almost everybody in this match. I say almost because the pace definitely suffered and slowed whenever Big Cass was in the ring. It was what it was, though. I mean, it was good enough, I suppose. Other than the confusing angle with Finn Balor fighting against Gallows and Anderson, I could have done without that, but it was good. Rollins got the pinfall, so the team of Balor, Rollins, and Cass pick up the victory. Alright, whatever. I'm not really sure if I even care on this. Alexa Bliss, in the next segment, I'm just going to try to fly through this tonight, because Raw's long. It's 3 hours. Fuck. Alright. Alexa Bliss has a microphone. I want to listen. She continues to impress. I mean, even with her little back and forth, her messing with the fans, that moment was cool. And then everything just kind of sucked. Because Inner Bayley, she ruined the charisma, she ruined the flow, she ruined the atmosphere, the level in the building just kind of went down. And it tanked the talent level in the ring. Her mic work is atrocious. Her moveset is limited. Her character is shit, and it needed a revamp about 3 years ago. Yeah. To say that I'm over the shiny new toy, aw shucks, look at me, I'm just happy to be here. Oh gosh, golly gee. That phase of being a fan of Bayley has been replaced by the badassness that is Alexa Bliss. 'Cause damn, she made Bayley look bad tonight. I think Vince sensed it because she entered Sasha Banks for no reason fucking whatsoever. Sasha Banks cheapshots Alexa Bliss. So that's what we're doing here. Champion can't fight her own fights or even do her own talking anymore. She needs a stooge to try to elevate her status. She's not, dependable enough. Whatever. It is what it is, I guess, but it could have been a lot better. We go to commercial and come back from commercial. It's the Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss match. And the only good things, there's two good things moving forward on this. Alexa Bliss continues just to be badass. And Corey Graves on the microphone in that commentary table, he truly is the savior and saving grace of total suckage that has become the announcing table. Because he just roasted the shit out of Bayley as she joined the booth. From the, how's it gonna feel when you lose your title in front of your dad in your hometown? That question was fucking amazing. Oh, damn. And Bayley right there looking stupid as she attempted to strew words together in the hopes of forming an actual sentence. Yeah, she didn't manage to do it. But the match, it was funny as shit, actually. Alexa Bliss, she just kind of walked away from Sasha Banks and got DQ'd on purpose. It was fucking brilliant. Yeah, Bayley tried to blindside her and drag her back to Sasha Banks in the ring, but Bliss just turned around and ran away. And then came back and hit her from behind. And then whenever Sasha Banks ran after her, she just ran away again. It's great storytelling on her part. Bliss just runs away looking fucking strong as ever moving forward. And on to her Raw Championship match this Sunday at Payback versus Bayley. Is Sasha Banks going to interfere? I don't know. We'll see. There was a good little backstage promo next with Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho. Ambrose made history by becoming the first person ever to unmake the list by giving him that fucking Christmas light-up ornament jacket. He unmade the list. It's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant, I tell you. Genius shit continues by Chris Jericho. And the confusion just continues onward with a random Heath Slater and Rhino and Curtis Axel spotting. The Miz was backstage searching for his tag team partner later on in the show. And it was good. I mean, it was a good little spot for everybody. Rhino's "no cracker for you" comment. That was pure gold. Suck happened next. I can't even form words or thoughts of just how bad it was. Because the Kurt Hawkins getting beat down of the week is provided this week by Apollo Crews. So, yay! Absolutely no charisma or character or talent or anything in the ring. When it comes to these two shitty competitors flailing all around, killing any momentum the show had picked up, sucking the fans out of the excitement and the enjoyment in the room. Damn, it was just horrible. Crowd had built good momentum. This match killed it. Apollo Crews got the victory in one more shitty ass match. And at the end, it just got worse, because in come Titus O'Neil, and he brought the charisma level to an all-time fucking low. And he entered for no fucking reason, supporting that Titus brand that nobody gives a shit about. I don't know if my mind can truly comprehend and take in just the amount of shit on screen that was actually portrayed here. My fucking brain hurts just thinking about it. And speaking of time fillers and pointless fucking hype videos, this week, moving forward into Payback, we get it. We get that Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman are feuding. We got that they have beef. Does it really need to be crammed down our fucking gullet every half an hour on a 3-hour show? Fuck, the promos are longer than hopefully the matches. Which leads me into my next point. I gotta get to my botch of the night. You hear me shuffling papers. I got them all over the place. My botch of the night. It has to go to whoever threw that Roman Reigns hype video together. I watched the fucking Raw episode after Mania where he was basically booed out of the arena when he pronounced that this was his yard now. Yet, in this lion-ass video package, there are cheers dubbed over and camera shots of fans clapping and have their arms in the air for celebration. Fuck off, WWE. No one and nobody was fucking cheering. There was no audio and the boos and the shit, the fucking audio and video trickery here. You cannot alter the reality that Roman Reigns just sucks a giant dangly pair of testicles. So yeah, you botch much WWE? Fuck off with your video promo lion-ass wizards. Fuck off. We all know that Roman Reigns gets booed every time he's even fucking mentioned. Why are you trying to applaud him and clap like he's over with the fans? We fucking hate him for a reason, because he sucks balls. So that's my botch of the night. Fuck off, WWE. You can fuck right way off. Roman Reigns bullshit, fucking clapping when he got booed out of the arena. Fuck off. But on the complete flip side, though, promos that did make sense, it was a great fucking Austin Aries spot. He gave Kurt Angle a banana and then wandered off, and then Angle seen The Miz, and The Miz was, I guess, saying that he found a partner. The Drifter, Elias Sampson, playing his guitar in the background. Complete flip side from the Roman Reigns bullshit, because it's segments like these that reaffirm the condition in me that makes me a wrestling fan. A fan of the WWE is fucking brilliant. Up next we get our tag team match. Speaking of intriguing brilliance. Yes, I'm confused. But no, I'm not angry. It was Dean Ambrose and Chris Jericho versus The Miz and whoever he could get as a tag team partner. He said he had somebody, but nobody showed up initially. Nobody showed up initially for The Miz. Angle came down. He says, start the match anyway. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. You're starting the match. And it started with Jericho ripping off The Miz's jacket and hitting with some fucking hard chest chops. And it was kind of good. It was quality. It was entertainment. And it was fun to watch. Miz tried his hardest, but a 2-on-1, that's a hard feat for anybody. For some reason, they're fighting up on the ramp. Cut. Fade to black. Enter Bray Wyatt standing on the fucking announce table with Dean Ambrose, who did have Chris who did have the Miz in his arms. It was strange. Why was Bray Wyatt entering himself in this match? What does this mean moving forward? Miz got the win. And then he celebrated too much by touching Bray. Bray hit him with Sister Abigail. Follow the buzzards. End of show. It was just a confusing ass 2 minutes. I liked it. I really liked it. But what does it all mean? Does that mean that Bray has accepted that he's not getting a rematch with Randy Orton for the WWE Championship? That he's throwing his name in the ring for Intercontinental Champion? Shouldn't he be going after the Universal Championship instead? If they're supposed to be on equal playing fields, par with each other. I don't know. It's just strange. It was just confusing. So let's get into some of my moments of the week, I think, right? That's what I go to next, right? Yeah, sure, why not? So yeah, my What About Me, What About Raven missing superstar of the night is none other than the WWE Universal Champ himself, Brock Lesnar. For whatever it is, week in a row, Raw has been without its premier champion. It's been without its Universal Champion. What the actual fuck is this? Contract negotiations? Is he just not wanting to come? Is he wanting to go to only pay-per-views? I get that why Roman Reigns doesn't show up. I mean, the dude's brother died like a week ago, but seriously, Raw? We go from one part-timer champion with Goldberg to another part-timer champion with Brock Lesnar. That's my missing superstar. Why isn't the champion on Raw? My s'more moment of the night, other than that crowd, was my own personal thoughts while watching and processing the segment that was that dumpster match. There was a shot, one in particular, where Braun Strowman is seen pushing the dumpster with his assuming has trash in it up a steep ramp while people cheer on. Yeah. And this may say more about how my brain works and the kind of psychological tell-all that goes on inside my head, but I couldn't help but think that image right there, him pushing the dumpster up the ramp, is the perfect representation of the WWE. Just a big, sweaty dude pushing a pile of trash up a hill in the hopes that we'll cheer on and find it entertaining. So yeah, nice job, WWE. You plugged into some sort of internal psyche switch that makes me have stupid stoner epiphanies. So yeah, give me some more of that, please. Give me some more. Granted, I was about 8 bulls deep, but still, give me some more. I think that's about it, isn't it? Let's get to my overall feeling about the show. And you know what? It was surprisingly happy. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot better. Not a whole hell of a lot better. There was quality there. Some good matches. There was good content. There was a few bad, though. There's a couple shit spots. 2 in particular. I mean, yeah, you had that Dana Brooke, Alicia Fox match. At least she's off 205 Live, though. And then you had random Michael Cole fuck-ups, but we've learned to ignore those as WWE Universe fans. So, yeah, it was a pretty good, solid show. Great matches from a technical standpoint. You had the Cruiserweights, their tag team match, to the six-man tag team match, and the end tag team match. Holy shit. What the fuck? You know, you come to think of it, Kurt Angle is kind of turning into the Teddy Long of general managers or commissioners. Whatever the fuck he is. He's forming all these tag team matchups. Think about it. Besides the women, about the only non-tag team match tonight was the hype match for that tag team championship match. Fuck, that's a lot of tag teaming. Alright, no, but yeah, it was a little fun to watch. Even though 3 hours is No little watch. Takes dedication to get to Raw. And a lot of weed. You know what? If you cut all the promos, you cut all the hype videos, and you cut all the bullshit, the no reason matches, we'd have ourselves a nice little tight 2 hours worth of quality content. Plus, we got 7 matches of the show this week. Holy shit. Are we actually starting to see more wrestling on our wrestling program? Damn, WWE. Nice job on that one. I mean, I can't be angry at you for that. So yeah, it was a pretty good show. I mean, I can't be that upset about it. Had some good moments, had some bad, had some laughs, we had some what the fuck moments. So that's about it. That's about all I got today, so what do you say we get the fuck out of here? I'll be back on tomorrow night, talk some Weed on Wrestling SmackDown Live Edition. See what's happening there. I gotta make my picks at some point, figure out what matches are actually happening on Payback. I'll probably do that on like an NXT or like a 205 Live podcast or something. I don't know, I'll do it later on in the week. That's about all I have for today, so what do you say we get the fuck out of here? You can find me in all the normal places. Weed on Wrestling, Twitter, it's at Weed on Wrestling, all one word, Weed on Wrestling, one word. You know, the normal places, SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, of course, Spreaker Radio. And again, that's Weed on Wrestling. You guys take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. What do you say? Anybody else noticing how much Michael Cole is actually struggling? He's no longer his shitty ass self. Like, we learn to accept the shit, and it's relatively more noticeable. He gradually got worse over the past couple months. Worse than he already was. Just an observation. A stoner's mind meandering, lost in his own thoughts. Alright, so let's get the fuck out of here. Peace!